Honorable Patron, I request you to kindly address the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Patron UMT.
Nahmadu wa nusalli ala Rasulihil Kareem. Pride of Pakistan, undoubtedly the hero of Pakistan, our chief guest today, Dr. A.Q. Khan, members of the board, distinguished guests, my very esteemed faculty, joyful and worthy graduates, happy and delighted parents, our pride, our alumni, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Let me begin with the first and the foremost, a sincere gratitude to an entity who causes everything, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the ultimate source of knowledge and success, who enabled us to be what we are and empowered us to do what we do, who blessed us already when He declared us a human being, and who promised to bless us more and more beyond our imagination and beyond the limits of our desire and dreams when we meet Him again in the next world. Ladies and gentlemen, let us also concentrate every attention that we can direct to the man who initiated a new epoch in the history of humankind by the magic word Iqra, who illustrated to us what none else could before and told us what none else did before, who is an architect of a new living, a new thinking, a new nation of leadership, of leaders and teachers, and who laid the foundation of a new civilization based upon knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, if Qaid-e-Azam made the Pakistan and led the struggle for the existence of Pakistan, Dr. A.Q. Khan, you gave life to this Pakistan. We sleep in peace and hold Pakistani citizenship today because of your valuable contribution. Thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution, your service to the nation, and making this day a historical day for us by revisiting us. If you could recall, on November the 25th, 2000, you came here and laid the foundation of this campus in a barren land. Today, when you are visiting it again, you can see that the seed that you sowed that day is today full of fruits and has turned into a garden thriving and throbbing with learners, seekers of knowledge, and illuminated with the light of knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of ILM Trust is currently in UK, and I would like to discharge my obligation to him by conveying his message to you. He has given us a one-liner. He told me to convey his salam to Dr. Rector Khan, and he further asked me to convey to the graduates that they must dedicate themselves to the well-being of Pakistan, progress and development of Pakistan, which is our homeland, and to be faithful to Islam, which is our faith and salvation, and to work for the cause of Muslim Ummah, of which we all are part of. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 10th convocation, and 10 represents something very special to UMT. The star of UMT is 10-sided because in Islamic cosmology, the star with 10 corners represents knowledge, perfection, and excellence. So we thought this is the best way to represent our ideals. And today, this is the 10th convocation. Certainly it marks a new milestone in the history of UMT, but I also see it as a new beginning. The decade of determination, the duration of development is behind us, and now we look forward to emergence with eminence. We look forward to a form and a state to be a force of reckoning for all. We look forward to extending our best contribution for the renaissance and for the revival of the leadership, Muslim leadership in the field of knowledge. We look forward to synergize and capitalize upon our unique strengths and resources to discover new possibilities, and we look forward to the challenges of the future. Our vision remains leadership. This one word encapsulates everything that we want to be, and our mission remains learning, and this one word again summarizes and symbolizes everything about how we want to achieve leadership. Dear graduates, I'll be very brief because last time I was told that I made a long speech. Very briefly, I would like to part with the very few advices that I could find of value to you today. Number one, find your uniqueness. Although you all have the same cap and the same rope, and many of you have same degrees, but within this sameness and similarity, and in this common place, it is your challenge to find your uniqueness. What is unique about you? How can you differentiate yourself? What is your anchor? What is your north? And what are the limits of excellence that you can achieve? So that is your uniqueness. Unless you can tell who you are by way of uniqueness, you will be lost in the haystack of mediocrity and sameness. So it is important for you to find your color, to find your character, to find your class, to define yourself again and again, every day, every morning and every evening. The challenge before you is to identify your uniqueness, what defines you, and what you intend to do. And that is what will dictate your future. Secondly, I have met thousands of people in my life in the professional world. I've met thousands of students, professors, corporate captains, chieftains, artists, players, and whatnot. My lesson is that unless you could coordinate between your mind, heart, body, soul, and spirit, you will be confused and you will be all over the place. People who have achieved what Dr. A.Q. Khan could achieve, people who could make a mark are the ones who draw upon their mind to logically and rationally analyze everything and to determine through crystal reasoning what is the best way to do. And people who could draw upon the vastness of their heart to fill their emotions in the right manner, and people who could then take advantage of the resources that Allah has given in their body, and people who could then find their anchor and their north in the soul that Allah has entrusted as part of His own soul and spirit, are the ones who are never confused, who are dedicated, who are devoted. Their every ounce of energy and every second of their time goes to the target, and they are able to then achieve something. So it is up to you to develop yourself in a way that your mind, your heart, your body, your soul and spirit are all in control of you, and you are in command of all of them, and you could synchronize everything to lead your effort and lead your life. Thirdly, make yourself aligned to your future. There are people who live in past. There are people who are too much engrossed in present. And there are people whose gaze is focused in future. So I think if you want a future, then live in your future. Detach yourself from your past and immerse yourself in present only to the extent that it is required for the future. Your call is in future. Your world is in future. Your time is in future. The future that is still to unfold, that is still to come. And it is up to you to remain aligned to your future. Make a new week every week, a new day every next day, a new year every new year. And inshallah, you will see yourself growing. You will see yourself happy. You will see yourself doing better and better. Fourth, real world. Real world is not about quiz or assignments or midterm. Real world is not about reading books. Real world is not about turning into class and exams. Real world is about the real act. Real world is about doing it practically. It's about proving yourself. It's about demonstrating yourself in the mirror of others. So it is, you are heading from a world of artificiality to the world of reality. And it is the great difference, a bridge that you are crossing today. In the real world, you have to strive and keep striving incessantly. The real world is merciless. On the one hand, it is waiting for people who can turn their dreams into reality. And on the other hand, it is merciless in rejecting people who are a waste of time and just a burden. So my dear, when you are going for real world, be real, nothing less than real in the real world, and you will be fine. Fifth, you are leaving today with a degree, but that degree shouldn't stop your learning. You continue to learn on your own. In the real world, the good thing is, if you fail to learn your lesson, then it will give you that repeat the lesson for you again. So in real world, keep learning, learning to know, learning to act, learning to live, learning to lead, learning to be what you want to be, learning to become what you aim to be, and learning to be truthful all the way. So learning continues today. It begins today through your experience, while your education will be part of your past now. And then lastly, I would like to suggest that each one lesson that we have repeated again and again, and I hope you won't forget that when you go to the real world, people will say that you are just beginning, so come for internship, come for this junior position, you have this starting ladder, so you are in the first step. While they rate you as a beginner, in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, and in your own capacity, never miss the point that you are a leader, you are a born leader, you are destined to be leader. Leadership is your destiny, and you have to manifest that destiny by your sheer hard work, your capacity to lead others, your willingness to be ahead of others, to take risks, and to go to the peak, to hit the top. That should be your aim. No matter how people judge you, how people rate you, how people reward you, this is your own call. And if you are determined that you are on the top, that you are the leader, that you are the best, I can assure you that the world will follow you, and one day they will be united and unanimous and will call you a leader. So this all lies in your own hand. While you are leading, make sure that you know that what you have sent forth for tomorrow, so that it comes to facilitate you, and make sure that you know that what you are going to leave behind when you walk out of this stage, as life consists of phases and stages. Your one phase of your life is now closing, and a new phase is beginning. So you move from phase to phase and stage to stage. So as you move from phase to phase, make sure you know that what you have gathered, sent for tomorrow, and what you are leaving behind. With these advices, I say goodbye to you with every best wish for your happiness, for your success, for your leadership, for your undoubted caliber, your competence, and I'm sure that you will do well. And when you will come back to us 5 years and 10 years, we will be proud of you. Thank you very much, Dr. A.Q. Khan, for coming to us, revisiting us. Thank you very much, our distinguished guests, our faculty, our students, and the volunteers who have arranged this convocation. Thank you very much.